This video is horrible. This happened. This came out yesterday. The story of Robert Brooks, the brother that was basically beat to death on camera, and there's no audio. He was being transported from one jail to another jail, and the correction officers are just pummeling him, doing all kind of grabbing him by his throat, doing all kind of evil, evil stuff to this brother while he's handcuffed, lifting him up by his neck, just beating the hell out of him. And so I just want to warn brothers and sisters, this is graphic video. I'm playing this off of YouTube. I'm going to skip through it just to let you know. You can go look at the video yourself, but it's heartbreaking. So let me get into it.
November 9th. Now, less than 24 hours later, he would be dead. I did watch the video, and it's graphic. It shows Brooks being kicked, punched.
Let me just tell you, this is a trigger warning. Trigger warning. I'm just giving you a fair heads up.
And at one point, partially stripped, all while being handcuffed. Just before 9:30 on December 9th, body cam video shows Robert Brooks in handcuffs being led into the infirmary at Marcy Correctional Facility. Corrections officers are then seen carrying Brooks into the lobby. He is then...
Now, I'm not going to play the audio. I'm going to let it play out, and I'm just going to talk, okay? Now, you see this brother, he's already seemed like he's been beaten. He can't sit up. Now, look at him. He's punching on him. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. These people are devils, y'all. These people are devils. And look at the ones standing around. Look how they just standing around with smirks on their face. They are enjoying this. You understand? Look at how he grabbed the brother by the neck, lifting him up. Look at that. Look at that. And then the other dude is still hitting him. He's handcuffed. He's handcuffed while this is happening. Now, this brother was, from what I know, he was doing a 12-year bid, and he had already did 6 years being transported, like I said, from one facility to another facility. No one knows what was the issue, what was the altercation, what was the problem. But we do know that things go on inside of jails, inside of prisons, inside of correctional facilities that never reach it to the light of day. Nobody ever knows because there's no camera footage and there's nobody to tell the story. Thank God for video cameras, even though on some reports, they're saying that it was a failure to turn on the sound. All of those people, and it is a failure to turn on the sound. It's because they purposely did that. They didn't want to turn on the sound. That should be something that's mandatory anytime law enforcement is dealing with potential suspects or people that are incarcerated, inmates. It should be protocol that it is mandatory to have the video and the sound working. And then you got to really think about it. Why is there a feature where you can turn off the sound? Why does that even make sense if the whole point of having a video is to document what is happening, have a second set of eyes? You know what I'm saying? To have a second set of eyes. Now, this angers me so much to see this. And all I can think about, the way he is being picked up by his neck, he's being beat on while he's bloodied and all of that. The only thing I can think of is my ancestors. And then you'll have some effing white supremacists that say, stop pulling the race card. I don't see a black officer in that room. I see all white men in that room. You get what I'm saying? And it's like this. They only are appalled when they're caught on camera. And I'm talking about in general. They're only appalled and they're only disgusted and shocked when something is caught on camera like this right here. Then now everybody wants to make a statement and say how they don't stand for that, when we know that happens inside of those correctional facilities. You get what I'm saying? And for black people, see, black people should be angry. It is natural to see what has happened to your people, to know the history of what has happened to your people, to understand the past, to understand what your your ancestors have went through, and to be angry. That is a natural thing. And then when you can combine the actual thought, the historical reference of how these people were racist towards black people and the things they did back in those days, they are still in a certain form doing them today and getting away with it. It will infuriate you. And I understand. I'm infuriated for the brother because our people don't know that they are dealing with devils. Our people don't know that these people were created this way. Our people do not understand that. You do not understand the manner of the beast that you are dealing with. But you're angry though. But guess what? You just celebrated Christmas. You're about to celebrate New Year's. And you're probably saying, Thawah, how does that even, what are you, where are you going with this? The point is that that's white supremacy, what you just saw. For them to even feel like it's okay to not go by the book, to turn the sound off, but still be on camera and beat that brother the way they beat him, and then he died, for them to feel that way, like they're justified, that's white supremacy in itself. They felt that they were protected. They felt that they were within the realm of what they could do. Why? Because of white supremacy. Well, guess what? Christmas comes from white supremacy. If you didn't know, the very act of celebrating Christmas came to your ancestors on a plantation from white Europeans. And so you celebrating the same white supremacy that just took this brother's life. You got to think. Think, Negro. Think, Negro. Wake up out of your sleep. You can't be upset at things like this. And I'm not saying that don't be upset. I'm saying is, how are we going to be upset? Well, not me, but how are any black people that celebrated Christmas going to be upset when you have the power in your own hands, but you decide to follow their culture, you decide to put money in their pockets, following their holidays, while they are unaliving your people. Your power is in separation, just like they did in those bus boycotts. Montgomery, Alabama, how they did the boycotts, and that got people's attention because black people wasn't spending money. Yeah, you have more than that power today. And you should be angry. But you should also understand that you can't be loving both sides of the same coin. You're gonna have to choose. You're gonna have to choose your people, or you're gonna choose white supremacy and turn the other cheek, turn your eye away from what's actually happened. Where is all of those black, Negro, conservative, Republican, Christian niggas at? Where are you at? I want to hear what you got to say about this. I want to hear what you got to say about this. I'm tired of black people thinking that we live in a post-racial society, because we don't. Just because a couple of Negroes didn't become successful and got contracts and Oprah Winfrey and Michael Jordan, that doesn't mean anything, man. That don't mean anything, y'all. It don't. Y'all got to wake up, man. Y'all are out here asleep. And because you participate in the culture that destroyed your people are continually in harm's way because we don't know no better. We think we are like everyone else and we got human rights and we can say what we want to say and do what we want to do. And then we F around and find out. Ain't y'all tired of protesting? Ain't y'all tired of crying and begging and pleading with these people to treat you like a human being? Instead of beating you to death when you have handcuffs on, sitting on your neck when you have handcuffs on,